Hey everybody, I am here. My name is Brooke Markovicis. I am the founder and CEO of Alubi, and I am so excited to share with you today 4 ways to get your small business ready for tax season. Because honestly, as a business owner, this has always been a stressful time for me until I hired out and I got a bookkeeper. I hired a freelancer that was great at bookkeeping. That's her zone of genius. And she's also a CPA. So she was able to help support us. And I knew that was going to be one of our first hires at Alibi, one of our first outsourcing experiences early on, because I wanted to make sure that we could understand our numbers from day one and be able to understand month to month what those metrics looked like. And as a business owner, it's really important to do that. But if you are still doing it yourself, that is okay. You will find the right time for you to outsource. But in the meantime, here are 4 tips that I'm going to share with you on what you can do to get ready for tax season and make it a little less stressful. So first off, it might seem very simple, but I want you to gather paperwork, because if you don't have all the stuff in front of you, it's going to take a lot of extra time to gather all of that. So I want you to get your receipts together, get your 1099s, business expenses, anything that you have receipts for or paperwork for that has to do with your business. I want you to gather that now, get it into a nice folder and file. Hopefully you've been collecting this over the year, but if you've had a lot of stuff digital, maybe you would put it into a folder into your email. That's what I do. And then I download that folder for my accountant. So please make sure that you gather all of your paperwork. That is number 1. Number 2 is to know what you are responsible for. So many freelancers, if you are a freelancer, are subject to income plus self-employment tax, which you might not know. It all depends on the state that you're in. There's lots of rules and regulations around this. And I look at it as I don't want to have to know all of these things. So that's why my bookkeeper is there to help and support me and know what things need to come and go, as well as my CPA. But if you are needing to know yourself, you can do research on it. You can look this stuff up, but know what you're responsible for, because every single business owner is different. If you have an LLC, if you are self-employed, if you live in a certain state, all of those things are important to know. So find out what you're responsible for. And then number 3, compile proper forms and documents. Okay, so your legal status of your business impacts the forms you'll file. So we are a corporation, but before I had an LLC, and before that I was just self-employed. And so you need to know what legal business status you are, and then you need to know what forms you need to file based off of that. And that's essential, because every single business is different, and my business is different than your business. So make sure you know which proper forms and documents you need to file for your specific legal status of your business. Okay. Number 4, take the right deductions. So you need to take deductions as you're filling out your paperwork for different things. So it might be for home office, for office supplies, for health insurance, making sure that you are taking all of the correct deductions. If you are not sure about some of the deductions, that maybe this is your first year freelancing or your first year as a business owner, ask other business owners too what deductions they were taking. Make sure you are finding a bookkeeper or a CPA that is familiar with small business owners or with freelancers, so they understand the differences that can come into play for your business. Because if they've always just worked with big corporations, or they've always worked with certain types of businesses, they might not understand the nuances that go along with your specific business. Okay, so those are the top 4 tips of get paperwork together, know what you're responsible for, compile the proper forms and documents, and take the right deductions. Those are my 4 tips to get your small business or your freelancer business ready for tax season. Now, I know that as a business owner, it is important to make sure you're putting money to the right things, but I cannot stress this enough. Hiring a bookkeeper was the best thing that I did. I do not have to stress about the financial elements, because every month I'm able to look at a set of metrics and go, oh, okay, well, we're spending too much money there. We could put more money in this direction. Oh, that's interesting that, these refunds happened or this happened, all of these different things. money, it tells a big story. And so it's important to know those. It's important to be aware of where your finances are on a monthly basis, and it's money well spent. So if you're able to hire a bookkeeper, you can either hire somebody for a quarterly reporting, or you could hire them for full month on month to help support you. They can help support with payroll if you have employees, all kinds of different stuff. It is money well spent to hire a bookkeeper. So if you're looking to hire somebody, you can hire us at Alubi. You can go to alubi.com/services/bookkeeping, and we can help support you today. But go back, check out these tips, and get your paperwork ready and everything that you need, all the forms, so you can file for this year and get ready to write and check off that getting your taxes ready for tax season. Have a good rest of your day, and good luck with tax season this year.